Hey guys, I haven't done one of these in a while, so I thought I'd do one. Sorry, don't mind me. It's just before bed I put toothpaste on my zits to dry them out because, yeah, I'm not flawless. Not even close. Um, so yeah, there's toothpaste on my face, but I really don't give a crap, so deal with it. um, it was a hard week last week. Um, I felt myself slipping in a lot of ways, and I got very, very, very dark. My dark side definitely came out. If I wasn't here and I was doing this work, with how much last week broke me, there's a definite possibility that I would have lost my sobriety. But I didn't. I'm here. I didn't relapse, but I started going into old toxic patterns of behavior and thinking, and I fell off the wagon in all other aspects of my healing journey. And that's to be expected because of the work that we did last week, because it broke me so completely. I have done a lot of work on myself to improve myself and my character, but last week and this week has really shown me how much more work I still have to do. I am only human. I screw up and I make mistakes like the rest of us. However, I chose not to run anymore. Like one of my sisters would say, it's time to hang up those running shoes. So I've been letting people get to me. I've been letting people dim my shine. And I've been dimming other people's shine because I'm so down. Unintentionally, but my old toxic patterns of behavior are all still there. And in projecting my past, I project it onto other people, and They don't deserve that. Getting caught up in other people's shit and business that is not mine is just one of my old toxic patterns of behavior that is coming out, so I don't have to deal with my shit. And that's what I was doing. I was judging other people's actions and judging their behavior so that I didn't have to look at myself. We've had some jealousy issues, especially in our female group. But we handled it in a good way today. And I'm really proud of the work that all us sisters that we did today. I just know now what the truth is, what my truth is, and not to concern myself with what other people are doing. That's their shit. That's their business. It's not mine. But what I do and how I react and how I act to things, that is me. And I was not doing things to the best of my ability that I could have been. And I hurt a sister in the process. And I own up to that. I take accountability for my part. And I'm all good now because of that. Because I can take accountability for what I did. However, other people can't. They can't own up to their shit. But I owned up to mine. Just because they can't own up to theirs, that's not my problem. And that's what I have to accept. I owned up to mine. They can't own up to theirs. That's on them. That's not on me. I read people and I read energy very well. And I've learned how to be very, very observant. And I read vibes. Vibes, and my intuition has never once lied to me, and I go with it every single time, and I'm never wrong. Not when I go with my gut. But I was using other people as a scapegoat so I didn't have to deal with my own shit. And that I can own up to. Not a perfect person. Far from it. I have many faults, as we all do as humans. There's no such thing as a perfect fucking person. And yeah, we all make mistakes. Our ego gets in the way. Jealousy. Jealousy is an emotion that I don't condone, especially in myself. It's something that I had a really huge problem with, especially growing up, and even in my adult years. But it is an emotion that I've been conquering a lot, especially within the last few years. And I don't hang on to stuff. I don't hang on to resentments. I don't hang on to negativity, jealousy, ego, projection. Like, I don't hang on to, I let all that shit go. Like, of course things do bother me, but I only let them bother me to a certain point, and then I deal with it and I let it go. I never ever hold on to anything. And I always forgive, but I never forget. I have learned to trust my subconscious and my intuition lately more than I trust my consciousness. More than I trust what I see and what I hear. I always go with my instinct. But what I do need to start doing is to stop concerning myself with anyone else and what they're doing. That's not my business. It's not my thing. It's not my shit. I'm here for me. And that's that. I may not like some people and I may not like what they're doing, but I have to just accept that and let it go and know that that's not me. And just stick to the people that I know are real and true and aren't faking it and aren't fakes and aren't lying to themselves or me. Because I hate liars and I hate fakes. And I can't stand being the victim, and I cannot stand people who try and be the victim. I've been slipping in a lot of ways. Like, when I first got to treatment, I was so focused, so set on my path, on my healing path, on my positive healing path, on my light and my hope and my faith and my journey. Like, I had everything set. I was on a routine. My room was always clean. I was doing my journal every night. I was doing my yoga. Like, everything was set and on a routine, and I was doing it every single day until last week. Last week broke me down completely. And I I felt the anger and the darkness and everything, all that negative shit come right back into me. And in the past, I would either, when I was in my addiction, I would just go get high and forget about it. In the past, before my addiction, whenever this would happen, I would run from it or I would fight it. Fight or flight. Those are my two instincts. And I can't do that anymore, because it is not serving me in my recovery. Yes, things are hard for me right now. Yes, I'm fucking up. I cleaned some of my room today. I still have more to do. I did more work in my journal. I still have to work on my commitment stick. Like, I'm trying here. I'm trying to get my fucking shit right back together to where I had it, but because of how broken I got, it's gonna take some time for me to do that. For me to get back to where I was. Today we were on the topic of healthy sexuality. And that was another trigger for me. Due to the abuse that I went through. Healthy sexuality is something that's difficult for me to talk about. And there's still some unresolved issues and shit that I need to work on. There's stuff that I thought that I was past, that I didn't think bothered me anymore, that I thought that I was healed from. I'm not. I'm getting closer to being healed, especially from my childhood trauma. Every day I'm a little bit closer, but I'm nowhere near I should be and nowhere near healed. Last week opened my eyes to a lot, and opened a can or two of worms, I guess you could say. I've been hanging out with one of my sisters a lot. She's actually two of my sisters here that I've been hanging out with a lot. One is so joyful, and it's so easy being around her because she's just happy. And the other one is very strong, wicked sense of humor, but also very strong, and she don't put up with anything. She don't, and she calls it like she sees it. She's not afraid. She's not afraid of anything. I like to hang out with women who are not like me. Women who will have something to teach me. Women who have qualities and characteristics that I'm looking for, that I wish I could be more like. Women that challenge me to be a better woman, a better mother, a better person. I mean, before coming to treatment, I avoided women. I have more male friends than I do female friends. Like, I was a tomboy growing up. And growing up in my adult years, I had a lot of male friends, and I had heard so many horror stories of how women were treating them and how manipulative women are. And I had so many of pretty much all my female friends stab me in the back. And I'm only out here to help. And to love. And I had so many stab me in the back. So yeah, I have issues with trusting females. I have issues with trusting males. And it bounces back and forth between the two. But if I'm being completely honest with myself, it bounces back and forth because of my issues with myself. I have to accept that people are going to hurt me, disappoint me. Because we're all only human. I'm going to hurt and disappoint people. I have hurt and disappointed a lot of people. What we have to do is not internalize it. To take that experience as a lesson and learn something from it. Everyone that we come across, everyone that we meet not by accident. We don't meet anyone by accident. We don't develop a connection with anyone by accident. We don't have a conversation with someone by accident. Nothing is by accident. There is a purpose and a meaning to every single interaction that we have. And it's up to us to see that, to feel it, to learn from it, and then let it go. We can't hang on to stuff. We are only here for a short amount of time. We can't hang on to situations. We can't hang on to people, places, or things. Everything comes and goes. It is constantly moving. It is constantly changing. It is constantly evolving. It's evolution, baby. We have to let go of control and accept change. And we have to accept people, places, and things as they are in the moment. One of my abilities is to always see the best in people and to see them at their fullest potential, not for who they are showing me in the moment. That kind of a thing works both ways with me. It can work to my advantage and it can work to my disadvantage. I have to learn how to accept people for who and what they are in the moment that they are, but to give them the guidance, support, and confidence to help them so they can see themselves in the brighter light that I see them in. I can't do anything for them. I can't change them. I do have to start learning to accept people for who and what they are when they show me, and how they treat me. But I need to learn to set those boundaries so that I can still protect myself while helping them see their true and inner light, but at the same time still protecting my true and inner light. And that's been a struggle for me. I love helping people see their true and inner light, but I have had the bad tendency to let them dim mine in the process of me showing them theirs. And another thing that I am working on is I'm working on a lot actually, interactions with humans is so new to me right now. when I was in my addiction, I isolated myself from everybody. I stayed away from people as much as I could. And in my recovery, it's the opposite. I'm interacting with everybody. But I need to learn how to do that in a more healthy, communicative way. I have to learn to accept and acknowledge my darkness and my toxic patterns of behavior and thinking and actions without giving them power, without giving them more power, by acknowledging them and talking about them and being open and honest with this with you guys. That's giving those negative and toxic shit less power. Yes, I have a dark side. But my light is so much brighter. And even in my dark side, my love for everything and everyone conquers everything in the end. And I'm all about love and light. I have no room in my heart for hate or jealousy or shame, guilt, you name it. I don't have room. Yes, I have all those feelings still. I'm human. I'm going to. But by acknowledging it and talking about it, I give that negative energy less power and I bring more light into it with the love that I have inside. Because my love is the strongest energy. It's not even an emotion. It's love is just energy. And my love inside is more powerful than any negative emotion, energy, feeling, action I may have. Yeah, I've been fucking up lately. But I'm human. I can admit when I'm wrong. And I was wrong. But I am also right. I was right in the truth. I may have been wrong about my actions and words and what I was doing about it. But I'm not wrong in my truth. I am never wrong in my truth, because my truth is my truth. But I definitely could have handled myself in a more mature and adult way. My dark side's very childish. very childish and selfish. Self-centered and self-serving. My light is the most purest form of love, and it is never self-serving. It is in service to others. It is non-judging, non-prejudiced. It doesn't see color, race, religion, position, power. It's just pure. But you can't have the light without the darkness too. One does not exist without the other. The trick is to balance it. It's not even the one you feed the most. You know, that old legends about the two wolves. That's not entirely accurate. Because you have to feed them both. You have to acknowledge them both. Yeah, there's a lot of shit that I have to deal with still, and that's never been more clear to me than it is now. But that's what this place is for. That's what this place does. It opens you to the areas of yourself. And I've been awakened. I'm in the awakening process. I'm on a spiritual journey. And through this spiritual journey, I will learn to heal. But it is a process. And there's a lot of shit that I need to heal from. And it goes way back. It goes back a long, long, long way. I'm gonna do this with all the love that I have. Love conquers all in the end. And in the end, we're all just here to walk each other home. We all just need to love each other and accept each other. It's as simple as that. But it's hard because of how we've been raised. We've been raised to compete with each other since we were tiny little toddlers. We've been raised to compete with each other. But in the end, when we die and go on to the next world, we just exist to help walk each other home, and that's it. It doesn't need to be so hard and difficult, but as humans, we make everything so hard and so difficult. We have a bad tendency to do that, and it really doesn't need to be. There's a lot more that I can talk about and go into, but I'm tired, as you guys can probably tell and see. I'm exhausted, and this work's been taking a lot out of me, and I have not been sleeping. I get a few hours of sleep in a night, and yeah, it's starting to take its toll, so I'm gonna get some sleep here, and tomorrow's a new day. Thanks for listening, you guys. Thanks for being here for me. If anybody is interested in watching me graduate, I will be graduating next week from here, Round Lake Treatment Center. So if any of you are interested in seeing my graduation ceremony, you can private message me your email address so I can add you to the list. I am going to see if I can get one of my family members to possibly record the Zoom. I'm not sure if that can be done or not. But to record it on a device while they're watching or something, so that I can have that video and keep it and post it to my page when I'm done here. So anyway, private message me your email address if you want to see me graduate. My graduation ceremony will be on October 20th. And yeah, just private message me the email address, and Round Lake will give you all the information that you need to watch my graduation ceremony on October 20th. Thanks to each and every one of you for being with me on this journey. I would not be graduating on the 20th without you guys, so I love you all. Thank you.